evening, team, and welcome to another Next Level JJ stream. Yes, it is the third one today, but I don't know, it's just one of those days where I went, well, I really want to drive a Formula One car around the Canadian Grand Prix. Check. I have loads of people in our team that said, when are we playing Rocket League again? So did a Rocket League stream. Tick. But then, of course, Balatro is something I think about a lot, as I imagine most people who play Balatro have the same thing. And so I went, well, then we have to do a Balatro stream tonight. Hey, it's really, really good to have you. If you didn't tune into my Balatro stream yesterday, it was a lot of fun. In simple terms, I played the game on iPad and did about 40, 50, 60 hours of it. And then went, this is something that I want to stream and I want to evolve and do something fun with. Mostly because all the other games that I play, it's hard to give attention to the chat and interact with the chat and have fun with the chat. But Balatro allows for that, and so it's something very cool to add to my repertoire. But anyway, so played about 50, 60 hours, something like that, and now started fresh on a new account. So that means we have to earn all the jokers and we have to do all the fun stuff. And hey, I'm actually really enjoying it because it's now interesting for me to see how things unlock. But also, for the first time, I actually started watching other people play, and I've seen how deep the rabbit hole goes. For goodness sake, there is a multiplayer Balatro. Here was me thinking, hey, I'm really cool because I'm going to have this setup where everybody's going to be part of my Discord, and then what we'll do is as a team, we'll play together. So that was my concept of multiplayer. We're still going to do that, but now, maybe we can play as a team multiplayer against another team. So anyway, super cool. Look, if you want to join this, you want to join our community, you want to learn more about me and everything I do, just head over to nextleveljj.com. Everything you need is there. The key thing there is the Discord. You simply open up that link, jump in, say, hey, I want to play Balatro, and I'll throw you in our Balatro Discord group. And then, of course, when we arrange these events, this is going to start growing and growing and growing. So if you like Balatro and you want to play, definitely hook it up. Now, last night I was surprised. We had somebody joining from Kick, and they said I was the only person in the entire Kick that was streaming Balatro, which blew me away. But of course, it's a unique time zone that I'm in here in New Zealand, and so that could be the reason as well. Now, for some of you, you're like, well, what is Balatro? Fine, you know, not everybody knows about it, so very quickly, I'll just show you over here. So, Balatro is a game that was created by one person. This person has remained anonymous, and they just go by the name Local Thunk, which I think is very cool and mysterious. And so it took about 2 years, and this game was huge when it came out. It's like Vampire Survivors in the sense that it just took flight and people just loved it. It is extremely addictive. And so what is it? The poker roguelike. So if you don't know what a roguelike is a game that basically every time you play it, it's slightly different. You grow things like an ARPG, but yeah, it's all about power-ups and things like that. But there's a lot of strategy involved in it as well. It's not just, you know, throw your hands at it. But yeah, so Balatro is a hypnotically satisfying deck builder, dangerous word, where you play illegal poker hands, discover game-changing jokers, this is true, and trigger, very true, hence we got a heart rate monitor on, game-changing jokers, triggering adrenaline-pumping, outrageous combos. True that. Now, just look at the list of awards. CNAT, Game of the Year. Game of the Year awards, Best Mobile Game, Best Debut Indie, Game of the Year nominee. This is a one person, okay, there were people that helped tested it, but one person created this. Best independent game. This game just shot to the roof, and then I believe it was published by PlayStack. So if you have not played Balatro, this is a double-edged sword. I would like to say to you, get it, because it is one of the most amazing games, and I think you can probably play this game for years and years and years. But that's a problem. It is so good that you might lose so much of your life to it. So yeah, if you want a cool game, I can't remember who it was yesterday, but we had one person in the chat say it's the perfect game to play on the toilet. Yes, definitely great game to play on the toilet. I was on an airplane from New Zealand to South Africa, and the only time I wasn't playing Balatro is when I was eating and when I was in the toilet. I did not sleep. It was so good. So if you're going to do a long distance trip, just get Balatro. It's on your iPhone, whatever. Definitely. Now, why don't we watch a quick little trailer just to give you a little bit of insight, and then we'll start playing.
Winning in Balatro is simple. All we have to do is play a flawless 4 of a kind and... Wait, what? It's fine, because with this mad joker, we can go mad with power and increase our multiplier by a gargantuan plus 20 to absolutely smash. Really? Right, time to bring out the big guns. With these planet cards to permanently increase our level and tarot cards to power them up, taking our 4 of a kind to wild, soaring new heights that will surely... Okay, it's time to break things. We enlist the help of the scholar to maximize our aces, followed by the blueprint to duplicate that boost. Then grab a cheeky voucher to lower shop prices, and finally use our remaining cash to grant us a mythical, spectral pack, allowing us the godly power to transform all our cards into aces and unlock a truly forbidden hand.
5 of a kind.
Like I said,
Crazy
winning in Balatro
combos.
is simple.
Yeah, it's so cool. By the way, hopefully you like the little joker I've got up here. Like I said in last night's stream, I'm going to become a little bit more interactive with this. I've got a little projector here next to me, and I thought, how can I use it? And so now it's just showing one joker, but eventually I'll enable it to be able to select the joker that we're dreaming of. But also when we start playing as a team, it could be like, what is our goal? Or, maybe who made the last suggestion? Something cool just to make a little bit of fun and to use the technology that we have. Oh man, I tell you what, I've been looking forward to this all day. But look, if you're into racing, go and check. I drove a Williams FW26 around the Canadian Grand Prix, the Gilles Villeneuve track. That was a lot of fun. And then I had a really good fun with Rocket League. It gets your heart rate pumping, so that was fun as well. Okay, now I'd love to hear from you. Tonight I'm going to just be playing the wonderful Stream Beats by Harris Heller. We're listening to their Groovy album. Check them out. Link is in the description, but they're also on Spotify. Cool music for all sorts of occasions. But instead of playing the hypnotic music that is the music of Balatro, I'm just going to have this in the background. It is interesting. A lot of people just always play the Balatro song. I love it. Trust me. But I thought we'll switch it up a little bit. Anyways, shall we head on down? Okay, now I've had this problem before. And so my mouse disappears. And basically the mouse disappears because I believe that Google Chrome takes it away. Bad Google Chrome. Bad squishy. Bad squishy. And so we had a situation where I had to kill everything last night to get this to work. And you know what? It's still there. Or not there. I thought we had fixed this problem. Two steps forward, one step back. Maybe it's Spotify? Maybe? Shall we try that? It's so strange. I thought that we had fixed it. Maybe it's the Philips Hue. Ooh, maybe. Very strange. So I tried to figure it out last night in the stream, but for whatever reason, it just didn't want to work. But now I seem to have fixed it. Fun. So I'm going to try and open up Spotify again and see. And then bang, immediately my mouse disappears. All right, so for whatever reason, Spotify is stealing my Balatro thunder. Well, there we go. I think Balatro is telling us that you can only listen to one song when you are playing this game. That's it. Simple as that. You have to listen to the music. Well, fine. You win Balatro. All right, so what are we going to do? I'd love to hear from you in the chat if you have a particular idea of what you want me to play here. If you have experience or not, it'd be cool to hear. But of course, what we want to do is we want to firstly get to a point where we've unlocked all of our decks. So we want to finish a blue deck. So we'll play the blue deck. There we go. And so heart rate's hovering around 81 at the moment. I guess, you know, with a build-up and stuff, it's going to be up. But we should now enter a period of calmness. Right. Cool. So interesting, the video I watched today, it said that you want to focus on your economy right from the start. But I found that sometimes just skipping everything at the start to get really good jokers can be beneficial. So I'm going to at least skip this one and we'll go straight into the big blind. But hey, how was your day? Be cool to hear from you. And we're probably going to go straight into a flush. They are quite useful, I found, at the start. There we go. Ooh, and we just need a handy. Close. If we had the 5, I guess we can probably just finish with another flush. Easy. Now, I did get some feedback from a person who's got over 200 hours. Was it 200 hours? 200 hours, 400 hours, 300 hours? A lot of hours. And I said, what you can do is you can speed the game up. So, of course, all the animations and things go faster. I will do that at some stage when I really want to start grinding fast. But for me now, you know, I've had a busy day of streaming, all kinds of activities. All I want to do now is relax and just enjoy Balatro. So if you want to see somebody speed running Balatro, you're probably not in the right place. All right, well, you see, the interesting thing is I missed about $4 to $5 by skipping that blind. But this joker would have cost about $4 or $5, but also look, I get 50 chips, so that's a win. So we'll definitely go for the buffoon as well. The thing is do I want to play a 3 of a kind run? You know what? Let's have the next joker define that decision. Ooh, we could just do a flush run. This card is so much fun. For those who don't know, basically, this card, when you put it up here, any card that's on its right side, just one card on its right side, the moment you start a blind, it eats that card, and then as you can see here, its double its sell value gets added to mult. A very cool one to play when you have another joker that generates jokers every round. But I think we'll keep things simple. We'll go for a flush run, shall we? Take on the boss blind. Cool. And so the questions are, you can see here, obviously I can choose, am I going diamonds or spades? In this case, I'll pick the diamonds because they're a higher value. You see, there's a king and a 4, there's an ace and a queen. So we will actually do this. Yeah, cool. Lovely. Now this will give us 10 to our multiplier. So right now it's 35 times 4. By the way, I did think I should get a little calculator set up because there's so many times we want to do quick math. So 35, okay, plus the 11 from the ace, plus the 10 from the queen, plus the 10 from the 10, plus the 8, plus the 2. I know this is all maths. And then we're going to multiply that by 10 plus 4. No, we're going to first add 50, then we're going to multiply it by 14. But we've also got the 4 there, so that's 18. So by my count, we should get 2,268. Trust me, I am not going to be doing a calculator every time, but just to show you, for those who don't know the game well, how if you understand the underpinnings of it, you can become really good at this. Anyway, shall we see if that math was correct? I said 2,268. Yes! Okay. We are able to do maths. So this is a good sign. If we can crack 2,200 with just a pretty standard flush, nothing crazy, then that means we can probably spend some time now focusing on our money. Money is a big part of this game. The pros say money comes first always. So you don't spend money unless you really need to, except for if you can get these down here. Okay, so we'll go Arcana. So this is great because it'll double my money, but glass cards are amazing as well. Right now I don't know which direction I'm going to go in. So glass card is great, but when I use it, the money could be more useful at the start. You know, there's going to be a moment later where I'm going to use this glass card, and I'm going to be extremely happy that I did. So we're going to shy away. Like I just said, it's all about money, but at this point I'm going to go for that glass card. Okay, so we've got a good amount of money here, so we should be able to earn some decent interest, so we'll just play this. We're very powerful now. Remember, we cracked 2,000. So we should be able to just fly through these with just simple flushes. Flame on! Easy. Easy money. And just like that, we're into the 22s. Now, I'm just going to check here with... Ooh, it is an uncommon joker. Uncommon jokers can massively change the game. Like, have a look here. Is it under here? Under options, collections, jokers. Hang on. Just want to see. So this is a common one. This gives bonus 4 uncommon. See, I've still got to unlock a lot of jokers. But there's one joker in particular that is my favorite. I have unlocked it. I think it's unlocked, but I haven't played it yet. Ah, okay. Okay, in that case, then I'm not going to skip this. We'll rather save our money. And so we will definitely take the Celestial. Definitely. Because that will disappear out of the shop now. Got so many discards. Okay. Gratuitous spending, my friends, but like I said, I don't know what I said. All phase cards are debuffed, but that's okay because we're running flushes. We're not really too concerned about that. So you can see here we've got our spades, and so in that case, we'll discard. And because this card gives us plus 15 multiplier, ooh, there's that glass card. I just want to get rid of as many of my discards as I can, and then as simple as that, boom, flush, but not just a flush. A big flush. This should crack maybe 3,000? Oh, how about maybe 4,000? Easy. Now I did skip for that uncommon joker. Something in me, the force. You know, the force. Oh, that was a wise decision. I'll tell you why. Well, in hindsight, we're lucky. Because firstly, it's negative, so it doesn't actually negatively impact me. It doesn't use up space. But that there, sell this card to disable the current boss blind, can be a lifesaver. Let's say you're building flushes and then it says you're not allowed to use the same hand. That can be detrimental. Anyway, there we go. Who's our next boss blind? So decreases the level of a played poker hand. That's okay, we're not too fussed. And then we'll spend this later. So right now, I might just save the money. Okay, let's do it. But peeps in the chat, love to hear from you. Do you know Balatro? How much have you played it? What do you think of the Balatro song? It's one of the best engineered designed game songs ever, because you can listen to it for 30, 40, 50 hours and you still enjoy it. All right, I think we'll go the diamonds are a girl's best friend route for this one. And we got lucky on the first one. Look at that. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are treated to have the great occur in our presence. Welcome, occur. It's good to have you, buddy. How you doing? Occur says he loves the cam. What do you think of my use of a small little projector? I had it lying around for a while and I was like, what can I use it for? Boom. More on that later. All right, cool. So interesting, we made exactly the same as we did on that previous calculation. So that seems to be our sort of measurement. Oh, good. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Jupiter. So that takes our flush from level 1 to level 2, which is stupid because we're about to play a boss that's going to decrease it. I should have kept it. You shut up, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm literally talking to a round person. Not even a person, just a figment of some weirdo on the other side of the world's imagination. Damn, nice touch. Thanks, man. Yeah, I kind of like it. And my question to you, my friend, is how are you liking Rust? But also, how much Balatro have you played? Okay, so let's have a double check here. We're not going to skip this one so we can save a bit more money, but a mega standard pack with a flush build, we can get some insanely good cards, so I'm going for it. Okay, not the best result, but this could potentially mean that we are aiming for a club build, so let's do that. Cool, we'll keep the rest of the money. Next round. Okay, so we did say we're going to go for a club build, but right now our requirement... You know what? Let's put our clubs to the test. Bang! And just like that, it pays off. Could we crack the 3,000 with our new beautiful king, Ding-a-ling? Vampire Survivor cards, by the way, for those who are in the know. Computer says yes. Nice. Akura says Rust was fun. Definitely want to do it again. Would love to see like 50-person teams someday. How large it can go. By the way, you know me, it wouldn't be Next Level Judge if I didn't suggest something to watch. Definitely go and check out that video I sent you on the Mr. Waffles concert. It was, in my opinion, the gaming moment of the year, and it will take something to beat. But there is a guy called William. He does the most amazing content. He doesn't, well, I think he does live streams, but on YouTube he does these adventures edited in Rust. Now he's extremely good at it. He's got like 5,000 hours in it. He's an absolute god when it comes to building stuff. But the way he formulates it, it's so nice to watch. I have enjoyed it like a movie, eating and stuff, but at the same time you see how complex you can make things in Rust. So if you want to get into Rust, you'll very often run into people that go, the reason why I started playing Rust is because of Wilgum. W-I-L-G-U-M, I think. Maybe I'm spelling right. I'll watch it tonight. Sounds epic. Speaking of epic, do you know Balatro? All right. Interesting. So this joke is actually quite useful at the start. I'll tell you why. Because you see, it adds the number of times a poker hand has been played in this run. And right now, we're up to 7 flush. But we will keep running the flushes. So, running the flushes. Dangerous thing to say as well. Okay, we're going to spend a bit of money here. But it, again, will make us very, very powerful. So seed money just means that I can earn interest above $25 $50. So I should ideally try to get $50 in my bank account, because then I'll earn a lot more interest. Okay, so yes, we kind of use that Jupiter for no apparent reason. Cool. By the way, for those watching, Occur is a hilariously brilliant streamer. Go check him out. Spelling is very simple. O-C-C-U-R. Occur FPS. Really cool Discord setup. Like, I have to learn how to run a Discord like Occur does. Like, super, super good. But yeah, met Occur through Marathon, which I've done 3 streams on 3 different games today. It started with Assetto Corsa, then I did Rocket League, now we're doing this, but maybe tomorrow I'm going to dedicate a bit of Marathon time, because I've got that itch to be slapped by much better players. Anyway, okay, we finally got one, but that's not going to be powerful enough. But remember, we've now got Supernova, so let's see how that runs. See, I just pulled my flush down back to level 1? You bastard. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, yes, yes. I will take that. Alright. Nothing shouting at me. I think what we want to do is focus on making some money at this point, because we've now got that seed. So we should... Oh, that gives a mega buffoon. I'm going to skip this one, because if we get one more really good Joker, we should be able to fly through this. Occur says, Balatro's nice, addicting game. I think I have something like 20 hours in. I'm light though. Yeah, man. It's insane how deep this rabbit hole goes. I've watched a couple of streams on this, and it's like the technique, the strategy, the way to play, and I found out today there's a multiplayer Balatro. Like, you can play Balatro against somebody else. So we should definitely do that. We should have a crazy adults only drink shot stream or something like that, where we play multiplayer Balatro with teams. Because what I'd like to do, sorry, I know I'm waffling here, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to set up a Discord group where we have a bunch of people together play, and we will vote. If somebody goes, let's get that Joker, people vote on it. If people go, yeah, well, 50-50, we spin a wheel. Like, and I want to make a bit of an event out of it, because I think Balatro is a game that allows you to interact with your community much better. Look, here I'm chatting now. It's not like I have to go and drive or anything. I love it. Akira says, but this makes me want to play. Maybe I'll polish the night off with Balatro. This is dangerous, because then you'll wake up. Well, you won't wake up because you won't go to sleep. You'll just play Balatro until the sun comes up. Akira says, you'd like team fight tactics. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm so down. Yeah, man. So the multiplayer things got me very interested. So I'm going to go and check out the modding scene for that tomorrow. Interesting enough, I did see in the modding side that people that, like, across the board all run a mod that changes the card color of two of the card types, because of course you got black and red, but if you have one set that is blue, I'll just open it up here. See, we got black, red, and orange, and so I think it is you change the clubs to blue as a mod, which seems trivial, but then you can immediately spot your suits. So anyway, hang on a minute, I realized you probably didn't see that. And that's because I was at full screen. So what I was saying is, there, you can see black, red, black, orange. Turn this into blue. It's a little mod. Anyways, shall we? There's more Balatro. We are going to skip because we want the Mega Buffoon pack. Interesting. I guess we've just changed what we specialize in. So what's happening here? I have OCD when it comes to these things. We want to get them in numerical order. Every time I play a spade, now it's going to add +3 malt before a score. Oh, I can get 2. Oh, I don't have space for 2, and I don't want those, so whatever. All right, let's see if that made a difference. 7,500. And remember, now we're pivoting to spades. Oh, wow. Okay. Or the game does not want me to have the spades. Here we go. Ooh, that's a nice card. We might try and play that. That's if we don't clear this out more. Go, so you see. 3, 3, 3. Not bad. I'm kind of glad that happened because, you see, should I play this particular card, I get an extra $3. Winner, winner, 2-pair dinner. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, that might not be enough to win this. I was so nonchalant, I was like, yeah, I can get 1,000. Maybe? Yeah, never in doubt. Never in doubt. Ooh, I love this card so much. I love this card so much because it can really make a massive difference, especially if you get the Chad. The Chad is a card that plays the first card 3 times. So which one of these is the least useful? Goodbye. Thanks for coming. Though those 50 chips were good, this is great. Okay, we'll definitely open a standard jumbo pack. That's mostly because we're going to discard it. Okay, cool. No repeat hand types this round. So remember what I said? This is an issue because it means that we can only play 1 flush and then we're going to start thinking creatively. Now that's not the end of the world because remember we've only got +10 malt for the flush, so we could switch things up a little bit. All right. So we could go try hit a straight. The thing is what I want to do is I want to get a bunch of spades before I get a king. That's going to make a big swing. Okay. Fine. Don't give me what I need, you bastard. Okay. Well, we will play a 2-pair then and get that hand out of the way. This won't give us a lot of money, unfortunately. A lot of chips. In fact, it'll give us Jack Diddley Squat. We're in trouble. Thank you. We needed that. See, now we can't play a 2-pair again. Oh, good gamble. Okay, so we have no choice but to run this now. See if we can get something really good out of it. Okay. The reason why I moved my cards to the right, my face cards, is because what's going to happen now. So it just doubles, gives us as much malt as we can. Oh, we're in so much trouble. We're halfway, my friends. Halfway, and we can't play another flush. So, what do? We tell this boss, flush you. And then we... how many hands do we have? We've got 3 hands left. Ooh. You ever watch a British show called Taskmaster? No, I have not. Is it good? And I guess the question is, why am I like the Taskmaster? Okay, this is really a very tricky run. We definitely haven't gotten what we needed. So what I'm trying to do is see if I can get a club flush going. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so this is a unique one. We are going to play this, and then you'd go, well, obviously you want to play the king and the queen as part of this flush. But the interesting thing is the moment it hits one of these, the double happens. But every one of these gives me a 3 mult. And so it's actually, the chips aren't that important in my head. So I'd rather have smaller chips and then get an extra, well, what would that be? An extra 6 multiplier. Oh, hang on. Whoa. Stop the bus. This is only for spades. This is why we're going to change the damn colors, man. All right. Well, in that case, then, this doesn't make a difference. So we just play it. Flush it is. Flush. This is not going to be enough, man. We really needed those spades. This game's been cruel to us. But, and this is so important, you know, I believe in this since I started playing this game. When you think all is lost, take these wise words with you, my friends. Well, I would say take these wise words, but never give up! Never give up! I say again, never give up! Never give up! By the way, if you want to see what this video is about, head into the comments below, let me know, and I'll show it to you. It's just the most inspirational quote from a dude that's in like -3 degrees Celsius water, you know, fetching clams, and he's like, you should never give up. Awesome. Inspirational shit. But yeah, Kerr, why did you ask me about the Taskmaster? Anyway, we managed to get it out. Now, unfortunately, we did burn through that Joker, but that's okay. That is okay. Okay, we don't need another Joker. We're almost at that 50. The moment we hit 50, team, we are making so much money per run. But we just made that through. You see, we need 11,000 to crack it. So I wonder if we invest in just one Arcana pack. Yes. But not for the cards we want. Okay, in that case, let's go wild card. Thank you. Did the game just delete all the spades? Like, what the lark? Oh, thanks. One more spade. How about I hit you with a spade in the head? Okay. Risk it for the biscuit. No, oh, by the way, Occur, I don't know if you noticed, you probably know, but in Balatro you can get custom dicks, and I am running the rust dick for my diamonds. Oh, you game. Like, seriously? Are you kidding me? 4 discards and all I've got is... Oh, man, this game is just... The game is being mean. Oh, man. Oh, I'll thong you. Alright, well, we might as well at least play this and get it out of my hand. Ching! It won't be... It will do nothing. We need spades. Our whole life is evolving around the spades. Lovely. Okay, so... Here's that theory that I was talking about. This will give me... You know what? I'm not going to waste any time. Let's just go. Occur says, I've been falling asleep to it Super feel-good show. 5 comedians tasked to solve impossible challenges. Ooh, okay. That sounds cool. All the seasons are on YouTube. You would like a rusty deek. Oh dear. Hang on a second. Let us quickly do this and this and this. We call it Taskmaster. And trailer. Alright, team. Let us see what Mr. Occur is on about. Whoa. Why is the audio not working? Aha! That's probably why. Let's try that again. No. What's your problem, game? Capture audio, yeah, that's all there. Transition. That makes no sense. Tell you what, all kinds of funky technical difficulties today. But we will not give up. Big Chrome. There we go. How about this? So we try that again.
I'm Greg Davis, and for a man my age, I'm as fly as they come.
Can I get a whoop whoop?
Bruv, are you mad?
Yes, the Taskmaster is back with me, his long-suffering assistant.
Down you go!
Facing his wrath
Pathetic.
are 4 fresh British comedians
Ta-da!
and 1 wild American.
I care nothing for your cameras!
I cannot help you.
Have you been helping me?
This looks like pure good madness.
What a laugh.
Am I Bear Grylls making me walk through rocks?
It's just such a quirky show. The end. The new series of Taskmaster on Channel 4.
Okay, I like it. I'm definitely gonna check that out, man. That's cool. A curse is I'm so happy Balatro doesn't have a time, but that's my whole point. The frustration for me with other things that I stream is there's this anticipation for things to just go, and with Balatro you can interact, you can check out. You know, the most popular streamers are actually not the gamer streamers these days. It's just the streamers that talk. And I don't know if I'm funny or interesting enough to do that, but maybe I can use a bit of Balatro to do that with it. Anyways, shall we try and get... Jeez, we're really just not being given anything. How about ranks? Anything happening here? Nope. Lousy computer says no. Okay, let's try and build it. Hang on, how many diamonds to have? Only 3. Jeez, so it's spades or it's clubs. Okay. Jeez, click the right thing. I'll tell you what, that's been an interesting thing for me. The first 50 hours I've played was, like I said, it was on an iPad. And so switching into a click system, it's definitely something else. We might actually not make this because this game has screwed us over. I have this tough choice now. Do we go for spades with our last one and hope we get... Yeah, you know what? Please, we need 3 spades. Please. Never give up. Come on. Oh, we should have given up. Fuck. Oh my god. This is, you know, when it comes to bad luck, I think this is probably one of the worst rounds I've had ever. Not like in total, just literally this one. I mean, we discarded so many and we haven't gotten a flush and then we picked the wrong one. Anyway. Is there anything we can do to salvage this? Not even a straight. Nothing. Jack diddly squat. Not you, the game. Akura says, you definitely have gift of the gab. I also like watching streamers who talk. I can talk. Oh, at least consolation prize. Well done. We unlocked that Joker. And we'll hit the blue again. Occur says, you definitely make it a show. Oh, cool. Well, this is fun. Like, we can make it a show. We can spin the wheel. We can do crazy stuff. I can wear sunglasses on a stream once, you know? Small little dreams in life. Okay, so this is great because it literally gives everything for free. So we're going to skip that. And we're going to... Ooh. And double our money to 8? Take a risk. And guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna take that toilet and flush it. Oh, hang on a minute. But damn, that was almost a full house. Shot to the heart, and you're to blame. This card is giving me a bad name. There we go. Flush that damn toilet. See, I want to add sound effects to this as well. Like when we go for a flush, there must be a sound for flushing the toilet. All right, let's have a look. Clubs are good. Diamonds are good. All right. Nice. This should... No, we've got a couple of low cards. It might not be enough. Ooh! Ooh! Let the coins and chips fall down on us! Oh my goodness, I'm an idiot. Alright. We cracked through. The good news is everything in the shop except for the telescope becomes free. So that's a win. And it's pronounced Uranus. Alright. I know what you're thinking. I think it too. Rhymes with Janus. No, more like Janus. Famous? Yeah, rhymes with famous. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Uranus. What do we got? You know what? Fine. We'll do another flash build. So this is interesting because this allows me to build flushes or straights with just 4 cards. This is very good, but I think if we're going to do a flush build, look, last time we got screwed over, we had 4 cards in a row. So this is a no-brainer. Okay, so we'll start with that buffoon pack, which I definitely want, but I don't know, are we powerful enough? Definitely want to do that. Okay. What was the boss? Okay, -1. We're risking it. We risk it for the biscuit. So we're gonna skip, which gives us the mega buffoon pack so we can get 2 jokers. Ooh, okay. Okay, so this is good. This will make us money. And this means we get that multiplier up at the start. That's a win. Okay, so multiplier at the end, money, straights and flushes can be done, and then that's at the start. All right, let's see if that works. Occur lolled with 2 L's. Dude, how do you loll with 2 L's? Is that like laughing out ludicrously loud? No? Laughing out ludicrously loud, yeah. Science. Okay, we could technically just hit this straight right now. Look at the flush. Check this out. Boom! You know what? Why not? Just for sniffs and giggles. That's going to come back and haunt me, I'm sure. Or we just knock it out of the park. I promise for those who are watching that knows this game very well, I can become serious about it and focus and do math and all of that, but what's the fun of that today? Okay, so we definitely need to buy this now because otherwise we won't be able to spend our money on it later. None of these are worth my attention. The Arcana could be good. Big fan of Deluda. Deluda, is Deluda a Joker? So I'm still learning the ways of the Balatro. And so... No, Deluda's not. By the way, for those who don't know, I'll quickly show you over here. If you didn't know, Balatro has a shed load of Jokers, and all of them have, you know, things that they synergize with and whatever. But I'll just quickly scroll down here, just so that you can see the scale and the amount of Jokers. It is insane, but don't let it overwhelm you. Like, for me, the Chad, the hanging Chad, is the ultimate Joker. I love using it. It re-triggers the first card 2 additional times. It can make massive combos. My highest combo with Chad was 4.3. I've got an image of it, 4.3 billion. And by the way, I had somebody last night that had scored a non-nillion. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a non-nillion. 30 zeros. So the rabbit hole goes deeper. But anyway, as you can see, just there are so many Jokers. And this is vanilla Balatro. I believe that the modding scene, you can get some crazy stuff happening here as well. Anyway, let us quickly jump back into that. Yeah. I know, never give up. I'm still trying to figure out why that keeps happening. Okay. I'm not going to spend any money. We're just going to do it. Wait. It is the boss. 1,600. Yeah, we should crack that easy. Oh, ludicrous. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, man. Monica! No! That ludicrous? Alright, let's go for it. Ooh, thank you, Daddy. Okay, there's no additional things that get triggered. Though, every played face card has a 1 in 2 chance to give a $2. So we want to play face cards. Okay, cool. Straight flush. Let the coins and chips rain down. This is gonna be a chunky score. 7,000. Easy money. Akira says, I gotta see that game. Can we watch? Which game? If you're talking about the game where I got the 4 billion, that was on my iPad. So, yes, actually we could. I did record a video of it. What's the fastest way I could get that? Oh, hang on. Challenge accepted. Everybody hold tight. Everybody hold tight. It's what I love about this game, man. Midstream, you can do stuff like this. Let's at least come out so the view is a little bit better. Okay. But for the other ones that are watching, feel free to jump in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me what you think of Balatro. Have you played it before? And share some of your experiences of it. It'd be awesome to hear. Okay. So what I've done is on my Windows PC, I've just logged into my iPhone because it was on my iPad and I didn't have a screen recording system on my iPad, but I could see this was going to be a big one. And so I filmed my iPad with my iPhone. You know, as one does. Okay, how am I going to do this? Can we potentially... Let's do this. No, that downloads it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We will make this work. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this and this screen. We'll make that look pretty later. And so this we will add window capture, media player, media player, capture audio. That's right, we are doing a live editing. Actually, what I should have done was that, yes. Well, not live video editing, but we are doing live OBS editing. Capture audio, that's right. Okay, turn up the audio. So if you're ready, we will see if I can make this work. Okay. So the question is, will it pick up the media player audio? There's only one way to find out. Okay, here we go. Let's see if it works. So what you're basically gonna see from a combo perspective here, team, is the smiley face gives a multiplier for every face card. And so as you can see here, we've just got a 2-pair. This build is a 2-pair. Okay, key thing is there are 3 glass cards, 2 of them re-trigger. Then this card, which I can't remember the name now, it will re-trigger for a particular suit. Okay, and so I believe the hand that I'm playing, the cards that I'm playing now, it matches the suits. Then we've got this face card one, which basically gives a 2 times multiplier to the first face card that is played. But because we've got the Chad over here, it's going to play the first face card 3 times. Okay, so it's gonna times the multiplier by 3 times. But then you've got the blueprint Joker, and the blueprint Joker copies whatever Joker is on its right side, which means that it's going to trigger the first card 6 times. But this, remember, each time that card gets played, it's going to add to the multiplier here. Plus, this card will trigger a 1.5 multiplier if it is the correct suit. Are you still with me? All right, here we go. And now it's just gonna go nuts. Watch this. Yeah, baby. 4.6 billion. That is a million with a B. Never give up. So never give up. And again, let me stress, the rabbit hole goes way deeper. I think there are people that laugh at billions. Laugh at billions. All right. Okay, we're into the next Ante 3. And our money is good, but remember, we have... Oh no, we're a new run, so I don't have to worry about saving that money. Occur says, wow, with 3 W's. That's like World Wide Web wow. Okay, you need to spend some money, so let's get the Arcana. Glass card for sure. Occur says, that is an easy round. Haha, never give up. Yeah. Seriously, Occur, in the comment of this video. Actually, you know what? For those watching, I'm going to do it. I love this. This is just truly one of the most inspirational things. And by the way, if you don't know who Jimmy Broadbent is, definitely go and check him out. He's one of the most Oh no! Oh no! Okay, I just noticed there was a setup issue with my stream, and so the details are not in the description, but we can very quickly remedy that because we are professionals. And this Balatro, no. Could I? Do I still have it? Yes, I do. Balatro. Save. There we go. Comments have been updated. So when I fired up OBS, it just didn't select the correct stream, which is annoying, but... Oh? Is it not saving? Don't be like that. Cool. So what I wanted to quickly show y'all, which you can't see, but you will see in a second, is this. Okay, so basically Jimmy Broadbent, very, very famous sim racer, became real racer, very inspirational. He literally, after studying everything, as I remember it, he just couldn't make any money. He ended up living in a shed in the back of his mother's garden. Okay, and so he literally had his sim racing rig right next to his bed, and he then took this and he just streamed and he streamed and he streamed and he became better and better and better and more famous. And he used to, back in the day, use this. Like anytime you feel like you're gonna lose, you should remember, never give up, because if you give up, you're most definitely gonna lose. So listen to what this dude has to say. It's awesome. Don't give up. Don't give up!
どうしてそこでやめるんだ、そこでもう少し頑張ってみろよ。ダメ、諦めたら。周りのこと思えよ。応援してる人たちのこと思ってみろって。あともうちょっとのところなんだから。俺だってこのマイナス10度のところ、しじみが取れるって頑張ってんだよ。絶対やってみろ。必ず目標達成できる。だからこそ、Never give up!
Just the coolest my friends. Just like, honestly, I absolutely just, since I started playing Balatro, I just realized that when I want to give up, I tap myself on the nose to remind myself, never give up, because crazy stuff happens when you don't give up. So anyway, inspirational out of the way. Let's continue our Balatro, shall we? So just remind myself, because I have the memory of a fish. We are going to play the first blind. We're going to skip the second blind. And so we need to make some money, but we're quite powerful. So we could probably spend it on a celestial pack. This is amazing. Yeah, man. Occur, seriously. It's the best. Okay, so we are going for a flush build again. So we're going to run with Jupiter. Yeah, man. Link is now in the description. All right, cool. Oh yeah, I did want to just check which Joker. Oh, play only one hand type this round. That's perfect. That's what we want. We want to flush. Though we don't have a specific flush color, so we're gonna aim for the hearts. Okay, says, does the game say never give up, or is that triggered? Oh no. That's moi. That is my stupidity. I'm still figuring out how to work these things in OBS, and so unfortunately, yeah, the things are triggering randomly at the moment. Anyway, we will run with it. Okay, so we got 5 hearts, but I want to save this glass card if I can. All right. By the way, you know, heart. You know, anyway, so I do not want to use that glass card unless I really need to. So we're going to try and see if we can get one more heart. Yes, and we do. Sweet. And the good news is it's also going to trigger our Joker. So let's go. Kara says, that's even better. I love that shit. Love my ass off. Nice. Easy hand. We continue. Ka-ching! Yeah, we're rolling in it at the moment. We could switch to a club build. That would be pretty sick as well. We must buy the voucher. Let's not forget. So the director's cut's great because it means that you can re-roll a boss blind. Because, like, if you get a boss that's really against your build, that could be a lifesaver. And then we'll get a standard back. Let's see if we can get something. Ooh, what am I doing? This. So you would most likely want to go for the molt. But what happens with this blue seal is if it's in your hand when you play your final hand. It's not in your played hand, it's in the hand below. Sorry, I'll get the terminology. I'm new to Balatro, don't be mean to me. You know what? Let me read the label. Creates the planet card from the final played poker hand of round if held in hand. Damn, okay. Even hard to read. But basically what it means is if I play a flush and I've got that in the section below, it creates a Jupiter card. So you can very quickly level up flushes or whatever hands you're playing. So this is the one. All right. Next round, we said we're going to skip because we want to have a negative joker. Those are powerful. And we did crack 4,000 on our last blind, so we should be able to beat this in one go. All right. I think we will aim for the spades. Easy money. By the way, Occur, you know, I genuinely enjoy your streams. I learn so much about how you interact with people. Again, for those who've just joined, definitely go check out Occur's streaming. He does quite a few cool things. He also has a really unique business that he takes care of. You should ask him directly about that. I won't spill the beans here. But I think the way you are as a streamer, Balatro, you would be amazing at it. So hopefully I see you do some Balatro streams in the not too distant future. Okay, we have the negative. That means it doesn't add to this, so it means it's basically I can slot in for free, and it's just gonna make me $4 per round. I really want to do a powerful bull run at some stage. So basically what it means is for every dollar that you have, you get 2 chips. Okay, so immediately you can see this makes me really powerful because it gives me plus 86 because I have 43. If you get the right jokers, this can become extremely powerful from a money generation perspective. The question is, do I have something here that I can chuck? And the honest thing is yes, I do. So let's see how far this bull can run. All right? So then it means we become even more stingy with spending money, which I'm okay with. Okay, you know what? This we're not going to skip, so we're all about making money. Okay, then we won't spend. We'll be frugal. Okay, so the hearts puts its hands up. Oh, but the game is being mean. Okay, so you see, here's the interesting situation. I have the flush. That'll be enough to most likely kill that score. But like I said, I want to keep this seal because then I get a free Jupiter card. So we will just waste a hand. We must not forget that I do have the bull now. So that's quite powerful already. Okay, but then I get a glass card. I don't want to use my glass card. Give me one more heart, please. Please. Don't break my heart. Give me a heart. Yes! Thank you. So you see what will happen now is this, should this score be enough, which I think it will, you're going to see it creates a Jupiter card. So if you do this right, you can very quickly upgrade a particular hand type. Check it out. Jupiter, baby. Hang on, before I do that, no repeat hand types. So you see, that's a very dangerous Joker for us to face off against. But anyway, we will fire up the Jupiter. And remember, the Bull just went up to 106 chips. I'll just play it as is. There it is again. The game really wants us to play hearts. Ooh, okay, all right. Well, maybe we crack it on our first go. Yes. And so there we go. Another Jupiter. See that blue chip can be really powerful, especially if your build relies on a very good planet card setup. So, for instance, you get Jokers that give you extra mult for every planet card that you use. But then there's, for instance, I did a 1-card build a couple of weeks ago where literally I just had to play 1 card every time. Didn't matter which card it was, literally select. But because of how I built everything, it just absolutely ka-chinged it. Okay, so we'll use that. Up goes our flush to full. That's a good foundation. Now it's at this point, we could become a heart build. The only problem is we saw what happened earlier. We got screwed over. So what would we get rid of? You see, if you do the math here, if I play 5 hearts, that's 15. This is automatically giving me 18. So as much as I think it's a good idea, the only way it'd be good is if I get the Chad, which the chances are low. So let's go for Spectral and hope for... single rank. No, that would be for straights. But this is great because, look, another seal enters the chat. Do we want it to be on the same suit? No, we do not. Do we want it to be on a crappy card or a good card? Let's put it on a better card. See, this is interesting. So when you start watching pros, the thought process of where you put these chips makes a big impact later. It is amazing how deep the rabbit hole actually goes in this. Ooh, baby, baby, baby. Steel cards are great too. We're diversifying. Okay. All right, next round. No repeat hand type. So this is dangerous. Right now, I do not care about that seal. Whew. All right. Wouldn't say saved by the bell, but it's definitely going to give us a decent score. Of course. Let it rain, chips, baby. I don't know why I was stressing. That was never in doubt. And so have a look here. You see 124, 160, just like that. Bang. Ka-ching. I could probably just immediately play this, yes. But this just gives us an extra slot here. So more chance of getting cool shit. Did we get cool shit? Ooh, the ramen is good, but then it kills me. I don't like playing with the ramen. Basically what happens is it gives you 2 times multiplier, which is huge. Basically imagine whatever score I just got times 2. But the problem is every time you discard, you eat away at that. And there's this psychological annoyance that so I don't want to discard, and I don't want to do that right now. I had that last night. I don't want to do that right now. Cool. We will not skip that. We will play it. Damn. I'm gonna force myself not to play that card. There you go. Nice. And remember, every time we make money, the bull becomes more powerful, which means without changing anything, we get more powerful. So, just like that. The problem is it's not enough. I do need to get a Joker soon that does a big multiplier update. And so, again, if I can get the Chad, there's a good chance we can win this. Akura says, skill ceiling looks high with this game. Lots of cards for sure. I'm probs passing out. Stream staying up. Night Holmes. Dude, awesome having you, Akura. Hope you have a good night's rest. Catch up soon, dude. Take care. Okay. Shall we play Uranus? No. None of them are worth it, but the jumbo one, yes. You double our money. Double our money. The thing is again, we need to get a Joker now that gives us this acceleration. Okay. So this is the card where all your hearts and diamonds are the same suit, and your spades and clubs are the same suit. It's a huge build. If you can get that card that I had in that little video I showed, which basically depending on the suit that is pre-selected for that blind, it triggers a ×1.5 for each card. This card makes it possible to then, you just take hearts and diamonds, slam them together, especially with this card. I can form a straight with 4 cards, and then you get this huge multiplier. But we don't have that, so you know what? We'll just play. Very nice. Not so nice. Nice. I do think this is the first time we're not going to one hand since we had this list of Jokers. I think we're going to crack 15k, but not 16. Let's see. We did put a lot of money into it. Ooh, close. But so close that we can probably just do a 2-pair and walk away. Oh no, but oh no, I was stupid. I could get a... I should have pushed for the flush. Now I get to touch Uranus. It's kind of fate after I made that Uranus joke. Still the money rolls in, man. Still the money rolls in. Still not going to specialize in a particular one. Anyway. You know, in a clutch moment, a 2-pair could make a difference, so. Okay, we'll go 1 arc. See, I wanted to change these two so that I can get an additional blue seal, but the problem is then I lose the Queen of Hearts. And at the moment, flushes are important. You want to keep this deck balanced. You want to add, but you don't want to remove. But also, if I can get just a... yeah, you know what? There we go. Actually, now that I think about it, if I change the diamonds for each other, then I don't impact that. Yeah, okay, cool. There we go. I think we found a common middle ground. So we don't affect the flushes, but we get 2 blue seals. Or 1 blue seal. Okay. Jeez, we're making so much money now. There's a particular joker. If we can get that joker, we will be earning a lot of money, and then we start skyrocketing. So let's hope we can get that. And there's a voucher as well that can make me make a lot of money. Anyway, I don't think we need discards. I think okay, we don't need no discards where we're going. This will not be enough. This will be like 16k. It won't be enough to beat it. We just need another flush, that's it. Oh yeah, we could have just made it like there. Oh, lovely jubblies. And perfect timing, we get 2 Jupiters. See how that upgrade was useful? 2 Jupiters. This takes our flush up to level 6. Very sexy. Let's have a look. So all diamonds are debuffed, so we don't have a fear there. But we're now at the point where we need to start making a change. I think we can probably get rid of the crafty joker now. The crafty joker is giving us plus 80, but because we're making so much money, it's making a difference. But what this is going to do, this one here, is the first flush I play will be good. The second flush I will play will be 3 times as good. And the thing is this limits us to flush. This gives us the ability to flush all straight. So I think it's a no-brainer. We will sell and buy. Ooh, baby. And then, of course, time to upgrade our flushies. Though, I mean, the straights will not be as powerful fair. We really should always try to get a flush. Anyway, we're there. Okay. Just in case, I can potentially turn 1 card into... Nice. Yes, please. A glass ace. I shouldn't be spending the money, but... I spent 6 to get 20. That's fine. Let's just have a look here. Yeah. Ooh, though a steel card can be a game changer. You know what? Let's do this. The reason why is because I just lost a decent amount of money with that card I sold, so... Now we've bumped this up to 250. We've kind of kept things level. So the flush before will make the same as I did before. Though, okay, I did make a bit more money, but the second flush that I play will be huge. Well, not huge, it'll be times 3. Oh, there was 5. Okay. Oh, but I have to remember I don't need 5. I need to remember this because I'm gonna unnecessarily discard. Oh damn, I could have cracked that with one hand. So why don't we put this to the test? I tell you what I want, what I really want. I want to see if I can get one of those seals. Beautiful. Okay. I can prove to you that I can play with 4, but why? Now watch. Remember this Joker times 3? Watch what happens now. 18k was that previous one? $78. We've achieved the goal here, team. We've stepped up another level. This could be enough to carry us through to the final boss of the 8 ante. Alright. And use you, please. Ooh, so this is a good one, but not for this run. This one, not. Okay. Again, what I'm really trying to fish for is to get a negative. Okay. What have we got? Yeah. Not many straight flushes so far. Aha! No. I almost got rid of that. So, for those who don't know, this is a wild card. Wild cards, basically any suit. Beautiful. So you can see here I'm going to run a flush, and if it's powerful enough, which it won't be the first round, the second round we'll get those 2 Jupiters, which will be beautiful. Actually, what I should have done is kept that, because it's a wild card, and just run a 4-card flush. I really need to get in the habit of using the 4-card flush. Okay, that should give us 2 Jupiters. And remember, second flush of the round, so it will be a chunky one. Ooh. Oh, yes. Because we've got a lot of money. The problem is we have got so much money, but we're only earning 5 interest. There's a particular voucher that would enable us to double that, so we could earn 10. And then there's a joker that will allow us to double that, which I think that means you can make 20 per round. Think of what the bull will do then. Okay, so we're going to use that. Now, this particular voucher, you might go, well, why haven't you played it yet? I don't understand the use of it yet. I do want to do a bit of research on it because it decreases the ante, which means it's going to take you an extra 3 blinds to finish the game. And it decreases your hand size by 1. And so it gives you more time to get to the boss blind, fair. And so if you've got sort of a build that gains speed and momentum the more you play. It gives you more opportunity to grow your build, I guess, before you get to the final boss. But you have -1 hand size, which can be debilitating. So unless you get a particular voucher or something that enables that, this is quite a tough one to play. So yeah, I stay away from it. I want to do a bit of research to understand how this can potentially be made more useful. Okay, these are 100%. Well, this one I can just buy and use. Ka-ching! Jeez, we got a lot of money. And then this one we buy and hold. And let's upgrade our dick. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. We got so many glass cards, team. It just means that when we get to the final boss, we've got a lot of options. Level 10 flush. This is a great run so far. Oh. Well, I guess we'll touch Uranus. Just because that's what we've done this run. Cool. Next round. All diamond cards are debuffed. It's not that we don't care about diamonds, but so I'm going to do what I've said I was going to do, which is I'm going to run a 4-card flush and also flush out this puppy. Shall we? Plus, oh, we could just finish it like that. Okay. Oh, well then let's not be stupid. We could potentially still get a seal. I'm sorry. You've got the space for it. Yeah, A for it. Alright, cool. That's right. Double that card. What's it called again? It's called the Card Sharp Joker. It can be pretty useful. And the thing is, if you get a blueprint, so the blueprint's the Joker that copies the Joker that's on its right, you will get a ×3 ×3. So imagine you crack 100,000, 100,000 will become 300,000. No, because it multiplies the multiplier, so it might even be more or less. F. Okay, so we're gonna use that. Oh, we'll get it an additional discard, which is always useful. And then we'll just, you see, we got so much money now that we can really start investing back in our hand. But the problem is some of these aren't that good. I guess this will give us gold. Might as well. Ooh, do we get another Jupiter? Yes. Wow. Nice. Hey, I see a couple of people joined on the YouTube side. Jump in the chat, say hello. Do you know Balatro? You know, I'm not a pro, but I like to go to play Balatro. Yo. I don't know where I wanted to go with that. So we are going to skip that. Because if I can get a very special Joker with a foil. Let's be gutsy. Let's be gutsy. That'll be worth 25 in gold. That'll be a huge jump for our bull. Okay. Risk it for the biscuit. So remember, our first flush is not the powerful one. It's our second flush. So because of that, I actually think I'm gonna go for a forehand flush. Keep that king and queen. No? Yes. Beautiful. Okay, so here we go. This forehand flush is gonna be powerful because we get the plus 50 chips, we get the full mult. The sad thing is we won't unlock any... I'm gonna be cautious here because remember the boss blind base chips and malts are halved. So I need to be careful. I could be very arrogant here and discard everything and then suddenly find myself in a situation where I lose because I was just trying to get a couple of seals. So let's play it safe. Or this can crack 100,000 and I could have done it. Let's be safe here. We didn't have to play it safe, but it doesn't matter. We cracked it anyway. And remember, we now get an extra $25 for our efforts. Remember, bulls at plus 294. 378. We're not going to use that. Hand size extra, that's good. See, now that previous voucher that I didn't want to play, we could play it because we've upgraded our hand enough. I must say this build is actually quite a nice build. Like, I've really enjoyed it because it's not restricted me and it's just flowed, and I haven't had to make almost any changes since I think the third ante. So it's just been this bull run, and it's ironic because when I saw the bull card I was like, you know, I'd like to do a really good bull run. This is technically a bull run, not in the perfect sense because you get certain jokers and stuff that can really push the bull into thousands. But still, it's been really nice. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of this build? So, that is such a dangerous thing. Check this out. A flush, because it's a level 12 flush, is 200 times 26. Watch what happens when I go for a royal flush. It's 100 times 8. So easy to be caught out. You go, yay, a royal flush, click. But it's a level 1 royal flush. So just be mindful of that. Anyway, we will just run an old-fashioned flush. Could have cracked it first time. Okay, good. We've got a seal. Just stop there. Okay, we're gonna go for the diamonds. Hang on, which ones do have the seals? Hearts have seals and diamonds have seals, so... I'm sure there's some math. There's the math. Oh dear. Thank goodness. And see, this again, this card, the 4 fingers, is so good because as you can see, I can just create a flush with 4 cards. But this is important as well. I almost made the mistake. This will create 2 Jupiter cards, but I only have space for 1 more. And so, it's about time turn something into steel. There we go. Very nice. Let the chips rain down on us. That was a big one. And the 2 Jupiters. This bodes well, my friends. This bodes well. We had a rocket. By the way, for those of you watching who are space nerds like I am, congratulations to SpaceX. An absolutely amazing test flight today. The booster didn't make it back, but Starship went all the way to an accurate landing in the Indian Ocean, even with one of its engines out. A massive, massive achievement. A new launch pad worked flawlessly. A new engine type, Raptor V3, the most advanced ever, made it. Lost maybe 2 or 3, we don't know what happens to the booster yet. But also Starship, all of this is V3, they're brand new, and it just worked pretty much almost flawlessly. It's just amazing. We are going to the moon, we're going to Mars. I can't wait. I have a dream. I want to do that as well. For me to stand on the moon and hit a golf ball is the ultimate goal. Help me. Please. Help me. Help you. Help me get to the moon. To do that, like, subscribe. It would mean the world to me, because if I can make this into a successful job, then I can eventually save up the money to buy a ticket to go to the moon. So please, do us a favor. Never give up! Never give up! Okay, alright, where were we? This card is huge, man. It is a polychrome, so it gives 1.5 times mult. It gives you $3 when it scores, and it gives you a 2 times multiplier. It is huge. Thank you. We will take that. Got the money. Let's spend it on another Jupiter. You know what? This is important. You can have terrible luck. The previous run that we did, terrible luck. This run is virtually just good luck. And so I think it's important to, when you have bad luck and you feel like you're being cursed by life, you know, when you are in a rush and the elevator takes forever, that's not life being mean to you and picking on you. It's just circumstance. And sometimes you're very lucky. You get to the elevator, you push the button, and immediately opens. So keep these things in perspective, team. Okay, we are facing off against Amber Acorn, the final boss level. Oh no, wait, we've got this one as well. But I'm gonna skip this, and I'll tell you why. Because yes, I feel confident that we will beat the final boss on Anti-8. But we can potentially take this build even further. And if we get the right negative, we can maybe push this another entire ante. So at this point, I'm pretty confident. So next round, skip. And see this one, we could re-roll it, but it flips and shuffles all the Joker cards. The interesting thing here is they are not dependent on their order. Some builds, if your cards are shifted in the wrong order, it destroys your power. But here, it doesn't phase us at all. So you can shuffle the Jokers. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, first flush. Gets us halfway. We just need another flush, and we are G to G. How are we looking here? Hearts are looking the best. But I'm going to discard the glass card because I do not want to use it here. How many? There's only 4 left, so it's still the hearts. Oof. Okay. So when I want to play this, because it's technically a glass card, so I can lose it as well, you'd want to keep the steel card, but right now this doesn't matter. This is all I need, so... There we go. And 2 Jupiters. For good measure. Easy. Nice. And there we go. We have beaten our next final boss. So, the decks keep on unlocking. Nice. So, let's continue. Like I said, we're going to do endless mode now, see how far down the rabbit hole we can go. Or up the totem pole. Sweet! So this is nice, it's a negative. I would have hoped for a better Joker negative, but, you know, a +1 to discard, this can make a big difference to us. And then, of course... So what are we up to now? Level 17 flush? It's really powerful. And we'll buy a glass card. We'll make things cheaper. I should have actually bought that first and saved the money, but whatever. We're rich. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, what do we got? We won't skip that. We'll just go for the money. Beautiful. That's what we wanted. We wanted to get that to score, and we've got a steel card, so we will get a 1.5 multiplier. Cool. How are we looking? Hearts is still the one to have. Fine. Then we'll go for hearts. Ooh, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Plus, we get our seal. In that case, then let's see if we can get another seal. Nice. That paid off beautifully. oh, but almost chucked that away. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn this one into the glass card because I can play it on anything. Oh, but of course, when you change it to a glass card, you can't play it on top of anything. Wah, 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 wah. Anyway, whatever. Give us my 2 Jupiters and bugger off. And for 200,000, let's keep that in mind. The math at the moment is very much in our favor, and the bull keeps growing, so it does scale up. But there's going to be a point where we are going to have to get another magic joker going. Anyway, for now, we'll Jupiter it up. Before we buy that glass card, yes, we'll keep the glass card for later. Oh, good. Seriously, we are very, very lucky to get so many Jupiters. I think this is probably the most Jupiters I've ever gotten. It's impressive. What's our boss here? 1 in 7 cards are drawn face down. That's okay. This will give us everything for free. We'll earn more money by just playing. Okay, a lot of glass, which we don't want to play because we'll save it for a rainy day. Mean. Oh. So it's important just to get that first flush out of the way, you know, flush it down. Once we got it flushed out, then it's key to build the next flush to be the powerful. Still, a stock standard flush without activating card sharp is 77. That's really, really good. That's very nice. Okay, so again, we are going to be smart here and use our discards. See if we can get a seal. Okay, well, we got one seal out of it. Fine, fine, fine. We'll take that seal. Grab your vitamins and run. What's a bull up to? 384. It's really powerful. We could be making so much more money. Are you kidding me? Damn it. Okay, we are gonna see if maybe somehow we get the Chad. Ooh. So this Joker is amazing. And can actually, because we're not locked into a specific suit, this is huge because basically all we have to do is form a forehand flush with the suit it tells us, and we will make stratospheric scores. The question is, do we get rid of the 21? Or this? Here we're going for it. If it works the way I think it can, we're about to get some monster scores. Monster scores. Okay. Okay, so 1 in 7 hands, it's a bit of an annoyance. We should be able to crack it. Okay. So we know that these will... That could be a diamond. So let's have a look here. Rank. So it's still low. Oh, before we forget, we want to focus on hearts. Just hearts. Might as well discard that. Are we ready? Unfortunately, it's not a face card, but check this out. Remember, that was the first one. Being mean to me, man. I want to get a big hand, but to be fair, I could just win with this. Yeah. I wasn't going to create any stress there, but then again, I was being stupid because, again, I could get seals, man. You see, when you start getting arrogant, you make small mistakes, and those mistakes add up over time. This game multiplies. Anyway. We'll redeem that. This is where we can potentially get some more glass cards. Okay, definitely a jumbo last time. Hey, what's up, bullshit? Play only one hand and crack 500,000. That's going to be something we're going to re-roll because at the moment we need to play a second hand to get the big multiplier. And so we're going to definitely re-roll that. But if we skip this one, we get 3 upgrade to a flush. No brainer. Look at this. I don't think I've ever had a level 25 flush. That's insane. Okay, this is still a big score to get. And it's diamonds for the win. So, far out. The hearts are looking good, though. Oh, hang on. Let's get this flush out of the way, then. But of course the diamonds are the pretty ones. Okay, firstly we're getting rid of the glass cards, which seems stupid because in my mind the glass cards going to be the ones we might need to beat this sucker. But I feel we could still do it without a glass card. Am I being foolish? So the problem I've got now is I don't have any more space. And so if I run these seals, well actually I'll be running them at the end. So if I keep this, I'd have to turn one thing into a glass. Okay, we're risking it for the diamonds. Okay, this is good. So... $1.5 million, team, without using any glass cards. And another Jupiter. Oh, damn. Okay. Just easy. They weren't the best, but giving them a bonus, it can only help. Add a little luck in there, shall we? It's quite crazy to think I've streamed 3 different games today, and each of them at least about a 2-hour stream. Well, the first one was about an hour, to be fair, so been a lot of streaming, but I feel great. Maybe it's all the sugar. Okay, so we're gonna re-roll that one, though. First hand is drawn face down. Crack a million. We don't have a choice. I have to take it. Okay, firstly we want club. And so it's spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds. And so we definitely want to do this. Okay. And so now if we go rank, it's higher ranked. So it's definitely a club. But that's low, so that's probably heart. Okay, so this is a club and this is a club, potentially. Let's see, rank. So that's a 5. So these are all 3 clubs. So this is a bit of a weird one for me to try and figure it out. But if we have a look, let me unhighlight this card. So right now we're in, if we go rank, you see it's definitely a 5. But you see a 5, if we go in suit, should be down here. So that's definitely a club. Then we go for this one. This one, if I go rank, it's higher than a 9. But if I go suit, it would have to be higher than that. So I'm pretty confident that these are clubs, these 3. Then this one is so small, so I think we should do this. That's such a powerful hand then. Okay, so what do we have here? Beautiful. So this is club, club, and I believe this is still the other one we had. Okay, we're risking it. We're going for, hopefully, our first flush. Hair racing to try and figure that out sometimes. I've gotten it wrong. Halfway there. Wow. This is becoming ridiculous. Look at all the glass. Glass in your ass. Okay, so we still got a decent amount of clubs here. So first thing I'm going to do is definitely try and get rid of the glass. And of course we've got some really good seals here, so... Got one more discard left. Goodness gracious. I'm gonna try and preserve that glass if I can. Beautiful. Thank you, game. You are nice. We should crack this because of the card sharp now. And we got a nice molten here as well. I might shift that to the front so we get that head. Cool. Flush. Go for it. Times 2. Oh, goody. Very nice. Okay, so this does nothing, but what happens is you need to have a certain amount of them to unlock higher tier jokers, but also when you play this voucher, it enables you to potentially later get a voucher that allows you an extra joker slot. It is worth it. Though it does nothing now. Oh, yes. See, I'd want to take this, but if I play this, because it's got a red seal, it will double the double. double. Alright, cool. Sorry, I got an itchy nose at the moment. Steel card. Well, hello there. Nope. You see, I keep these here because they are my insurance policy. If I suddenly get into a really shitty situation, I can turn whatever I have into a glass card. Then I can turn this into a card that turns anything into a glass card. So I can double glass very rapidly. Okay, now we need to crack 14 million and all spades are debuffed, so at least it's not a terrible joker. But 7.2 million? Remember, we just cracked 2 and a bit million. So it's probably time we deploy the glass. Oh, before I forget. Oh, and it is hearts. Oh, very nice. Okay, here we go. Oh, I tell you what, a glass heart face card would be huge. But let's give it a go. So this will times everything by 2. Do you want it at the start or at the end? Do you want it at the end? How many hearts will we have after this still? So I could probably do one more hand of hearts, so... Diamonds are high, clubs are a little bit lower. Okay, so we'll do that. Cool, here we go. Not bad, but this does potentially mean we're in a spot of bother. We need one more heart. How many hearts is left? 6. Come on. Jeez, those diamonds are looking pretty saucy. But they won't be powerful enough. I've got to get like the most epic hand ever now to make this out. We are in trouble. Luckily, we've got an amazing amount of discards. Okay. 4. And we got 1 discard left. Okay. Alright team, we're doing it. We are glassing all the way. So, firstly, this is a mult card, but I'm going to turn this into a glass card. Then I'm going to use this to become a glass card, which is called Justice. And then I'm going to use the Justice to do that. And then we're going to run the ultimate four-handed flush glass card, never give up hand. And if we do crack this, it'll be insane, okay? Not the biggest hand I've had in my life, obviously, but considering this is like the second time we've cracked the boss hand level, it'll be amazing. So if it doesn't work, all good, but we are not gonna give up. Let's see if it works. Ooh, okay, here we go. Times 2. Times 2. Times 2. Times 1.5. Times 2. Times 1.5. Times 2. Times 1.5. Times 1.5. Yes! Boom, baby! Glass for the win. I don't even think we lost one there, which is amazing. Oh goodness, you know, sometimes this game gives you the most amazing moments. Seriously, that was awesome. Can I get a like from you from that? Can I get a sub or a follow? It would mean the world to me. And of course, if you want to learn more, head over to nextleveljj.com and you'll find everything you need there. Just never give up. Woo! All right. Now, let's bring our heart rate down, because that was lovely, because we did have the hearts to do it. Now we have to crack 10 million. Wow, that was fun. Okay, well, this is cheap. We might as well. The thing is for us to crack the next level, we need to get an amazing Joker. Immediately, just get a Justice. Glass for the win. Oh, and another Jupiter. Yo, Dino! Welcome, buddy. How you doing? How's the rest of your day? 2107. Awesome! You were here to see that epic moment. What did you think, man? Alright. Ooh, all spade cards. Hang on, how's my spades looking? Spades, I've got a steel card. Spades are actually quite fine, so we'll probably... Interesting. Hang on, what do we got here? Club. Okay. Club. Club's got one glass card. Plus we can make one more. So what I'm thinking here is I could skip this, and it means that the chances, if this becomes spade for the next round, we're done. The end. Because all spade cards are debuffed. But we can re-roll ones. What would be the point in not skipping? Because club's not the best one. Diamonds have no... It's only hearts that I've got as many glass in. Plus this amazing one, so... Club is not bad. We've got one glass and a couple of malts. But this gives us a bigger hand size, so we can really build the perfect setup. Okay, we're doing it. We're skipping. And we're taking on the spades. Okay, so remember, clubs are friends. We already got the glass, so that's wonderful. We can already discard this. Ah, the good thing is we got a steel card. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to get a quick flush that's not clubs. I should have actually thought that through a little bit. This is, I want to get 2 club flushes. But I want the steel card. Ah, shit. That steel card will make 1.5 times. It could be huge. Okay, I'm gonna risk this one more time. Then we have to play it. Come on, be nice. Just give me a heart, please. Whatever game. You know what? I'm gonna risk it one more time. Yes! Yes! And it's a glass card! Which doesn't really make that big of a difference. The thing is, I want to play this flush to get out of the way because I want to use this with this twice. Anyway, there we go. And we can take this for good measure. All good. And we'll put that at the end. No, it makes no difference. Cool. Here we go. This hand will be insignificant. That's you go, but it's survival of the fittest now. Okay, so we don't have to mess around. We are going to turn you into a glass card. And then we will go ace, ace, king, king. We'll leave these 2 here because we do need them. And then we'll use this to double that up. And we'll get rid of 1 useless card. Okay, here we go, team. I don't think this will be enough to crack the 14 million. I don't think it will. But those 2 glass cards could make a decent amount. We probably need to have another good club hand. Anyway, shall we take a shot? Let's do it. Times 2. Times 2. Times 2. Times 1.5. Ooh. 1 million. Not bad. And the beautiful thing is we still have 8 clubs left after this. So the strat we had earlier is working. Okay, that was, I'm happy with that. Okay, excellent. We still got the steel. These aren't glass, so they're not going to make us much money, but we only need 4 million now. Increase the rank. Yes, of course. Of course. Of course, increase the rank. What are you on about? Because that'll make it... just 1 card. No? Increases the rank of up to 2 selected cards. Oh, wow. This is good because then at least I get the times 2 of the photograph. Dino asks, you play Forza? I do not play Forza. Though the new Forza that's come out is really doing well. What I play at the moment is Assetto Corsa and Assetto Corsa Evo. So why do you ask? Are you into racing games? Do you play Forza yourself? Okay, so we're gonna run this one again. Flush. We'll get rid of this useless card and go. Times 2, times 1.5, times 1.5, times 3. Okay, like I said, we're not out of the woods yet. Okay, now our problem is there are still 7 clubs left, but we only got 1 out of that. So... could leave this. We could potentially have some crazy hard hand with that. Let's get the diamonds out of the way then. Okay. Though I could just play the crazy... Yeah, actually. I mean, it's risking the heart, but right now just surviving will be amazing. So we're going to flush it. Dangerous. To try and get the clubs. Let's see. Plus we got a glass card. A very powerful glass card. Please don't break. Don't break my heart. My achy breaky heart. Yes. Oh dear, but we did not get the club. Dino says, just started playing with my friend. Oh, cool, man. Is it the latest Forza that you're playing? And by the way, Dino, what do you play on? Is it PlayStation or do you have a PC? Okay. So our situation is tricky. We only need... What's that? So it's 250, 650,000. We can definitely hit this flush, and then we'll get 2 times because it triggers 2 times. And we get the 1.5. It's not a glass card, but this works similar, and we'll get a seal. Yep, I think this is about the best strats we're gonna do. So here we go, team. Will we crack this boss? So remember, this is gonna trigger ×2 ×2. And we get that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Haha! We did it! We're up to ante 12. And remember, we haven't unlocked any of the advanced jokers. This is our second run that we've basically gotten to the final boss. So this is very, very good. This round's been awesome. Dino says, yeah, Xbox and PS5. Ah, gotcha. The reason why I ask is because it will probably be a while before I purchase Forza. And that's because right now I'm spending a beautiful amount of time playing. Actually, you know what? Why don't I just quickly show you something amazing? Something so amazing. So we're gonna go here, 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 here. This is me driving Assetto Corsa. In a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. Down the listen to this thing. That was quick. Like I said, yeah, man. Seriously, I've been enjoying the original Assetto Corsa. Has such a big modding scene that any car, any track you can basically think of, you can just get. So I've been doing this series of best sounding car ever. I'd love to get your feedback on that, so go check out on YouTube. It's there. It's basically, I've done 3 so far: the GMA T50, the Lexus LFA Nürburgring edition, and then the Aventador SVJ with the Gintani exhaust. But at this moment I won't be playing Forza, but at some point I must, because everybody is saying so many good things about the new Forza. By the way, which is your favorite car at the moment in Forza? Like, are you a bit of a car nerd? You play Stardew? No, I don't play Stardew. Unfortunately, no. Not at this point. Alright, okay. So, good news is, we will immediately redeem this, which gives us an extra hand. We need all the hands we can get. And we are going to use Jupiter. But it's at this stage, team, where I think we've used all the luck we can to be able to now get 300 million. Yes, 300 million, or a good amount to retire with, we will need to get a spectacular Joker. I'm talking about we need the Chad. Even though this bull is growing in money, unfortunately, we could probably get rid of this to make space for another Joker, but at this point we need the Chad. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll my money away into hopefully getting a Chad. Anyway, here we go. It's time to roll our way down. But yeah, seriously, Dino, what do you think of Forza so far? Is it really good? You've been playing multiplayer with some friends? All right, here we go. Ooh, the Supernova. How many have we played? So that would be 41 to the multiplier. But the problem is it adds it at the end. And by the end, 41 is much of a muchness. So we re-roll. This is nice. Again, we need the Chad. This will be the most re-rolls I've ever done until we get the Chad. Oh, take the Jupiter. Nope. Jeez, all our money. Oh, well, this is good because it is a negative, so it does not impact our hand. So that's a free upgrade, basically. But unfortunately, we're eating so heavily into this. Gives for every steel card in your deck. We do not have as many steel cards as we need to. We keep rolling. Yes! Yes! Haha! Yes! Yes! Not only did we get it, we also got the blueprint together. Okay. So, this is important. The bull is still powerful, and we do need chips on the left to make the multiplier on the right big enough. So I'm going to keep the bull. And this is still huge because it does give us ×3 multiplier when played right. And this is big because we can focus on spade or whatever. So I'm selling the Joker, and unfortunately gone are our 4 hand flushes. Because what I can do here now is the first card will be played 3 times and then again 3 times, and it will trigger this 3 times and then 3 times again, and then ×2. And we got this. Let's not forget, this is just sitting there nicely giving us a bit of extra malt. So we got something special going here. Dino says, really good. Wish they added more thing. What do you mean by wish they added more thing? 5 had Sandstorm, FH6 had none from what I've played. Oh, gotcha. Sorry. You're still talking about Forza. So it's really good. Wish they added more things. So is it a specific thing or things? And then 5, the previous Forza had Sandstorm. Forza Horizon 6 had none from what I've played. Remember, they've released a brand new game with a decent amount of content, but what they will do for the next 2 years while they work on the next Forza is then give you release new contents like Sandstorms and stuff. It's the new model of games. They don't release everything at the start. It's like Diablo 4 when it released gave us a good amount of stuff, but they knew they've got so many great ideas from previous Diablos that they'll roll out as seasonal content. So yeah, just wait for it. By none I mean natural disasters. I gotcha. Okay, all right. Okay, team, I think we might have a good hand again. So I'm going to I just want to rebuild the bull a little bit here. So let's just go ahead. 300 million. Actually, yeah. this is one of those scenarios where we are
Never give up.
not giving up. This could be the most amazing thing, but we do need a glass card, and this wants us to run spades. So we've got our first flush here, but remember, we're going to try and keep the spades till the end. And so that means, just double check, it is spades. It is spade, yes. How many diamonds do we have? A lot. Okay. How many hearts do we have? A lot. I should actually focus my attention on the hearts because they were glass cards. What am I doing? Though it will make almost no impact. Who's got more diamonds? We've got more diamonds. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Cool. So, even though we're focused on igniting the out of this ancient joker, we can't use it yet. And so what's going to happen now, and remember I got rid of that king card, is, oh actually, this joker is not going to do anything. So we could put the joker next to the bull, which will double the bull. And that won't do anything. Okay, so we've moved the joker to next to the bull, because then it will double the bull at least. Because these on their own will do nothing, right? Though it is 30 extra chips. 274. Just play it. High card, yep. Huh? High card? Why? This is a flush. Oh shit, of course! I need 5-handed flushes now. Oh no! Oh, this is dire. Shit. I'm in big trouble now. I need to just go for clubs. All the way. Okay. Well, then we move this back. So this will trigger this, which will trigger that 6 times on the first round. And it is a molt. We'll save this for the next one, if there is a next one. Okay. Let's see what happens. Did I do this right? What's your favorite car, Dino? I did ask you, what car do you enjoy so far the most in Forza, but also, in general, what's your favorite car? Only 2.5 million. It's not enough. It's not even near enough. Okay, alright, well, it was gonna happen at some point. We would come to an end at some point. So all we need to try and do now is get as many spades as we can, so nothing else but spades will do. And we need 5 spades. Shoot. To be fair, beating an anti-12 is like you have to have the most epic hand. And though this has come at a good time, if I could just have that 4-handed one as well, I think I could have cracked this. Dinah says, I don't know much about cars. Alright, that's alright. Well, it sounds like are you at least sort of playing Forza's regularly? You know, if it is, then you are into your cars. Is there not something that you played that you're like, oh, that's really good, like a Skyline or something like that? Okay. So here we go. We've got our next one. The only annoyance here is we're gonna use a steel card, but at least we can upgrade these to a bonus. Anyway, I don't think we have enough, unfortunately. I know, never give up, but to go 300 million from 4, even though this is a ×3. But I tell you what then, Dino, if you don't know much about cars, yeah, 12, 16 million, it's not enough. If you don't know much about cars, next time you play, do me a favor. I'm a big fan of cars, big lover of cars, and I want people to understand that passion. The next time you play, whatever car you're in that you really enjoy, try to figure out what car it is. And then when we chat again, let me know. Like say, hey, the car I was driving was this, this, and this. Because cars are a funny thing. When you start understanding the engineering and the beauty side of things, it can be something that really makes a positive impact on your life. A lot of people see cars as just a thing that takes them from A to B, and that's sad. Because you could say this thing about violins. Oh, it's just a thing that makes noise. It's like, no. You play a violin the right way, it gives both the people hearing it, but also the person playing it immense joy. And so, you know, get into cars. It's a cool thing. All right, we've got 2 hands to play. We've got virtually nothing. I'm sorry to say, team, but let's not detract from it. This was an amazing run. Amazing. And the fact that we got the blueprint and the Chad was like the heavens being as friendly as they can with us, but unfortunately to get that high a score we needed something more special than that. So there we go. It was fun, but like, you know, all good things have to come to an end at some point. So yes, but look at this. What's gonna happen now? We go to the main menu and it's just gonna be unlocked. Beautiful. That's gonna make a lot of money. That with the bull could have been very good. That's not bad if you want a repair run. So we have a kind run, a straight run. We unlocked another dick. Beautiful. Ooh. -1 anti, -1 discard. Interesting. Nice. Use a total of 25 planet cards from any... Yeah, this is great. So this card, this voucher is so cool because what you can do with it is, as it says, they're planet cards in your consumable area, that area in the top right, give you 1.5 times multiplier. So remember how I was getting all those Jupiter cards? If I had 3 Jupiter cards, it would be times 1.5, times 1.5, times 1.5. It really stacks up. Ah, well. Dino says, gotta go, see ya. Hey, as always, Dino, it's awesome having you. I hope you have a fantastic day tomorrow. I might be doing some marathon streaming, so if you're around, it'd be good to have you. But I hope you rest well. All right, team, it is with that I love and I leave you. Of course, if you want to support me, like or subscribe or follow. Anything like that will make a big difference, you know, especially on the Balatro side. I've got some really cool ideas, and I'd love to have you along for the ride. So if you want to jump on the ride, head over to nextleveljj.com. In there, you will have my descriptions and all of my socials, but the key thing is there's a Discord link. Join our Discord, say hello, tell me what games you like. But if you're keen to play Balatro, say Balatro, we're going to grow a group. And like I said, what I want to do is have this a bit of a multiplayer thing where everybody plays together as a team in one Balatro. Multiplayer against another streamer with their own team, you know? So interesting times ahead. You won't see this now, but of course, at the top of the stream, we were listening to some stream beats by Harris Heller. Check them out. Link is in the description. But of course, they're on Spotify. They're awesome. I love their music. But hey, I hope you have an awesome day. We'll catch up soon. See you. Bye.